This is How Far, where people tell us about their life in diaspora. Okay. Um. So your children, they came here with you. They were much younger, right? And you said 7 years, so they were like what, under 5?
They were 4. They had just turned 4 when we moved there.
So how would you say what the transition was for them?
Um. That's a well. So in the beginning, I would have said that they had it the easiest. I felt like, oh my god, just show up in school, and in fact, their accents changed quickly. It changed in the first year. Like it changed before Christmas. We came in September, and by December, my family that was already here, they were like, "Can you hear that they now call things in a certain way?" So, and I felt like, wow, you guys are rocking this. Come on. I was still holding on to my
Nigerian accent.
If I say embarrassment, though, my children will say, "Ah, mommy, you have embarrassed us." So I was still holding on to it and like trying my best to keep a conversation going. Um, then with the cold as well, I think they also adjusted pretty well. Like surprisingly, I was so concerned. Of course, if you have family in Nigeria, they'll say cover them all, put everything. And I will do all of that, and my children will be like, "Mom, we cannot breathe. Take this off." I remember the one they said, "Mom, I can't walk." So we had to remove certain things that if someone had told me before then that my boys would be able to go outside in the cold with just the fall jackets, I would never believe it. But they were fine. Like these days, they can wear their shorts till like close to November, and they'll wear shorts to go to school. They'll be fine. They'll wear their jackets and they won't want to zip it up, and they'll be fine. So I think they did well there. In terms of making friends, children, I think generally children are easy when it comes to getting friends. Especially at that age too. What are they talking about? Candy and I don't know. But I quickly realized that they weren't doing as well when they started growing a little older. I quickly realized that their conversations had moved from, I don't know, whatever books, or they weren't really watching a lot of shows at that time, but whatever it is that they used to talk about at the time, I realized that they were now having serious conversations around like color of their skin and the kind of hair type they have, how they speak, the kind of food they bring to school.
Right.
So I realized that, oh, it's not as easy as I thought these children had it all. Like I thought it was smooth riding all through, but then I realized they were also having difficult times. They'll come home and say they don't want to bring a certain food to school the next day because people were making fun of them, or that they couldn't pray over their food before eating at lunch because people were
Someone
making
made
fun of them.
Wow.
So things started getting a bit. I was like, okay, I need to know what's happening. So I don't know how to answer if it was easy. I think it just came in. Yeah, some days were better than the others. But at 11, we've tried different things. We've tried therapy for the children. I'm not gonna lie. I had to because I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't over Nigerializing things for the health of my children.
Yeah.
So I had an open mind. I was like, okay, sure, let's talk to professionals. And I would say that it helped because they were able to build some skills. It's still work in progress, but they were able to build skills to help themselves in the face. Because I'm not always going to be there to remind them, oh, the color of your skin is great, you're awesome, you do this. I'm not always going to be there to remind them. So I needed them to be able to find their own ways to push through. Because again, I don't know, as a mom or as an immigrant mother of black boy children, there's just a lot of conversations that you wish you never have to have with your child, but it's the reality. I needed to make sure that whatever comes, whatever they hear, whatever they read or absorb or get to know, that they had something strong from the inside that they could use to face it. So yeah, in a nutshell, some days were great, others not so great.
So speaking of friendships, I know you did mention something about friendships with
I
your
know that was a
children.
lot in that one question, though.
I know that's fine. That's fine. So for you now, how has friendship been like?
For me, um, wow. Okay, that question is tough, but and I say it's tough because till recently, I am not one to be found with, like I'm not one to open up to people. In fact, I think a lot changed when I don't know. I think something has happened in my life that I realized, okay, I need to come out of my shell. I need to have somebody else that I talk to. And it's okay, even if the person decides, they're not really going to keep what I'm saying. Because that's the thing about me, right? Sometimes I just want to talk to people, but I don't want my case to be out there. I think we all
Mm-hmm.
have that feeling too.
Yeah.
So, but just past experiences and stories, and when you hear people talk, and you're like, okay, I would never allow that to happen to me. So it made me build up like this wall of, there are certain things I can say to other people, and then I found out that the more I allowed people in, the better I felt about whatever it is that I had now shared with them. And you learn too. So some people will share their experiences as well, or you kind of pick it up from your interaction with them. And that can help you build, or like build your own, I don't know, your own will powerhouse,
Mm-hmm.
to face things. So I think friendship for me is new. It's a new thing for me. I'm not really the best at keeping friends.
Yeah.
I've been told, and I think I agree, that I make friends quick. It's not
Oh.
really hard for me to get people to be friends with or start talking to people,
Yeah.
but it's the keeping
Get
that is
long
the
term.
challenge. Because of the, I don't know, it's just, I'm not really, I don't know, it's some people that I know, some people don't believe, like for example, I have my family here that people will think, we should be really close. I love them, they mean the world to me, but that intentionally working on a friendship and just really looking to, I don't know if people really do that anymore, but it's something I've struggled with in the past. But when I allowed it, like I said, when I just opened up, I've I think I've loved it so far, and I've learned
Mm-hmm.
to pace relationships, and just kind of what you want to see, give it, right? So if you want to see care,
Yeah.
care. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
see love, love. If you
Yeah.
want to see attention, then give attention. Those kind of
Attention.
things, and I think it's pretty. Yeah, if you're like me, my old self, please get yourself some friends.
Okay, so I think one last question. So what would you, looking back now, what would you say to your younger self before you moved here? Like, what would you have said?
Definitely, I should have prepared a little. Like I said, it
Prepare in
wasn't.
what way?
I should have. Well, I don't know about now. In those years, I don't think we had a lot of social media. A lot of people come on YouTube to say, "Oh, what to pack, what to think about, what to
Right.
prepare for." We probably had a few, but it wasn't like
Not a lot.
now.
Yeah.
So I probably should have spent more time um, checking out people who live in Canada and what their experiences are. Maybe researching a little bit more. If you're a mom, things that you should be aware of or should prepare for. Um, yeah, I should have also thought about career. I know we haven't really talked about it, but um, back in Nigeria, I kind of dealt with so many things, but most especially, I was a teacher. And if I had prepared the way that I would advise my younger self to do now, I'd probably be in a wonderful teaching career here. Like nothing would have
Right.
stopped me. But
Okay.
I did not. And so when I moved here and experienced the school system here, I was like, no, I don't want to see I can't be a teacher here because I'll probably get into trouble. I'll probably slap somebody's child. So that discouraged me because I wasn't prepared for how the children here talk. They don't talk. There's no reservation. There's nothing, no filter. It's all there. I'm like, no, so rudeness everywhere. So I can't. So if I had prepared a little bit, I maybe would have picked it up. I would have also, maybe even if I didn't go into teaching, it would have helped me to get into my career path early.
Right.
I feel like I did a lot of rambling here and there before finally it settled in to what I'm doing now. But those few years, I'm not gonna say that they were wasted because they're not, but maybe I would have that it would have gone into my actual career if I had given those first 2-3 years. But to my younger self or to myself before moving here, I'll say take your time, research,
Mm-hmm.
ask questions. If you have friends who are here, when they're telling you something, please accept what they're saying. It is true. Because really, what will it profit someone here who is trying to help somebody who has not moved? What would it really profit you to say to tell a lie? Really, nothing really. So if I'm saying, oh, you need money in the first 6 months, you need like actual physical money, take it seriously. If I'm also saying you may not start at the same level that you're living your career or your profession in Nigeria, you may need to start at 2 levels below, and it's not a crime. Take it seriously. Or if someone is saying you may need to go out more, you may need to attend more functions that you would like. If people invite you, honor those invitations, go meet people, connect, share whatever it is that you're going through.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say share like 100%, like be all out there immediately. You're just meeting new people, but be open-minded.
Look for help.
Yeah,
Ask
and
for help.
ask for help and accept it when it comes.
Okay.
So
Thank you for sharing with us.
thanks for having me.
So to see more of this, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram, follow us on our TikTok page as well. This is how far.